Hi everyone, I'm back with my happy mail again. These are the bits and pieces that Bettsydoodle sent me. In fact, these are two different batches. The borders and the cards that you can see here and these little embellies here, these were in the first batch of happy mail that Dee sent me. Dee won my giveaway, my 100 subscriber giveaway. And then she sent me some happy mail in return, which was really sweet. And she sent me these bits and pieces here. She also sent me some bits that I've now put in this bag with a second batch of winnings that I had from Dee. I'm trying to think which ones were in the first batch. I think these were in the first batch of happy mail that Dee sent. Absolutely gorgeous. And Dee, if you watch this, I don't want you to think that I haven't used them because I don't like them. It's just because I think they're so beautiful. I don't want to spoil them. And I made an altered playing card with the bits and pieces that Mika had sent me yesterday. And it was, I thoroughly enjoyed it. What I really liked was just having sort of, you know, particular items that were sent from one person and trying to sort of make something just purely out of that stash without adding anything else to it. And it was surprisingly easy. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I've put off doing anything with these because I just think they're so beautiful. You know, I want to make sure that I do them credit. I think it's when it's homemade items that somebody else has made, it's so beautiful and so treasured that I personally don't want to sort of do anything to wreck it. And this one here, I just absolutely adore this. And I get these out and look at these on a regular basis. I've been hoarding them. But in fact, I have used a couple of your embellies because I made some ATC cards a while ago and used some of these. That you'd sent me. But this one I think I'm going to fold in half and make a journal out of this. I'm running out of pages in my mixed media morsels book, and I'm thinking that I might make a journal, use this as my mixed media morsels journal cover with some watercolour paper. But what I will probably do is make the journal with the watercolour first and then add the cover when it's finished, just so that I don't spoil it and get paint splatters all over it. Of course, the other thing I could do is seal it with Mod Podge so that anything I get on it can be wiped off easily. I don't know, but this is metallic paint that Dee has made this with, and it's just absolutely beautiful. She's done it on black cardstock, and it really is lovely. And then this is the other page that she sent. And I think what I'm going to do, I've measured it, I've had my ruler out, and I think I'm going to cut it up into ATCs, and I think I'm going to try and use all of these embellishments that Dee has made for me here. Some of these flowers here are just absolutely gorgeous as well. The colours that Dee uses are sort of very similar to the colours that I like myself, so there isn't anything in here that I don't like. I just absolutely love it all. It's just gorgeous. I love her doodling. I mean, look at these. These are just adorable. So I think I'm going to make ATCs just purely again using the stuff that Dee has sent me. So I'm going to have a bit of a clear away, get myself organised, cut this up into ATC size. I hope you don't mind me cutting it up, Dee, and then I'll come back. I've cut the piece of card into some ATCs, and well, how many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 9. And the only waste I've got left is just these 3 little strips here, which I shall end up using for something else. But I've just had a go at sort of layering a few bits and pieces to see what I might want to do with some of these. And I think I'm going to start with this one first. Let's just move those out of the way. Let me move those so that they don't get covered in glue. I'm here with my Mod Podge and these cheap glue brushes that I got. And I just want to add, and I'm using my Teflon mat here because I can wipe it clean. I'm not using my drop sheet because I don't want the glue all over that. And then have I got that the right way? Yes, make sure I've got it the right way up. Right, and try and get it as close on the end as I can so that I don't waste any of this gorgeous homemade washi tape. I shall leave a link to Dee's channel in the description below, because she shows you how she makes this gorgeous washi tape, which she's done on her gel plate. I keep saying that I will make some. I've got the materials to make it, but there's just not enough hours in the day to do everything that I would like to do. And so I just basically haven't got around to it yet. Let me just try and, where's my, oh, there it is. It's not sticking in this corner here. Let me just add a bit more glue. There we go. It's because I've tried to unpeel it here. That piece was slightly buckled. So let me just put that to one side. Because I want to glue a piece of this down as well. I just love these borders, absolutely love them. I think they're gorgeous. Right, okay, so I'm just going to, in fact I'm going to trim that slightly, just there. And again, these borders were all the rage. I think Dee shows you on her channel how she made hers, but Eileen McInnes, I think, started the border craze off, and I've seen quite a few people do them, but they're just like really, really fun. And in fact, actually, I might even show this one as my mixed media morsels doodle page. I don't know. Not doodle, border page. Right, okay, so then I'm going, in fact I'll trim that when it's dry, and then I want, in fact I'm going to glue the others down. I don't want to sort of end up wrecking any of these, and that one I think I want to go on like that. And I'll ink around the edges just to sort of provide some contrast. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink around the edge of this one first and then put the washi tape on. Oh, I've just got my fingers in that. Mucky. Right, okay. So I've just got my makeup sponge and my Stays On ink here, and I'm just putting a nice border around the outside of the card. Like that, that's better. And then there's that piece of glue in there. Let me get rid of that. Let's move that out of the way for a minute. Give that a quick dry with the heat gun. That should do it. And then where do I want this? Right, so we'll put a band of glue on the middle. Like that. Oh gosh, I'm all sticky. Oops. And then we'll leave that for a second to dry as well. So in the meantime, I'm going to try and, where's the Stays On? Bring the Stays On back. Let's have a look and see. It's very thin, this, because it's done on deli paper. Let's just have a look and see if we can get in and just ink around the edges here, just so that it stands out against the background of the deli paper that I've just glued on. Right, this is glued on now, and I've just trimmed the edge, and I just want to go over this top part here with a Sharpie marker just to blend it in just where it wasn't quite straight at the top. And then I want to replicate the edge of the border here like Dee has done. So I'm just drawing a black line on the right hand side. Let me just give that a quick blast. And then it looks as if Dee has drawn gold circles and then put silver dots in the centre. So where's my silver Posca marker? Let me just make sure. Is that it there? Yep, so I've got my bits and pieces. So I'm just going to draw some gold circles like Dee has done. We'll have another one on the end there. Give that a quick blast. And then let's give the silver a shake. Yeah, and I'm just going to put a silver dot in the centre of each one. So there we go. So now it just looks, you'd never know that I'd cut it. Let me just finish off that bit on the top there as well. Right, there we go. And then I want to glue this on like this. I've gone around the outside of this flower with the white Posca paint pen just so that it stands out more on the heart, because I'm going to stack that. But I just absolutely love these. Dee made these out of wallpaper, would you believe, textured wallpaper, and I just absolutely love them. But first of all, I want to ink. I'm just sort of looking here. Am I certain that those are the ones I want to layer with? Let me just have a rummage through just to make sure before I glue it down that, bear with me. Or do I want to add some contrast? I'm going to go with the green flower. Gosh, that was changing my mind right at the last minute, wasn't it? So I just want to add a dab of glue. I'm just going to use some glossy accents. Let me just grab a pin, because I know that I won't be able to use this glue until I've poked it first. It just seems to seal up. So we'll just add a bit of glue there. Just glue that down. There we are. Put the lid back on. And then I just want to ink around the edges of this first before I glue the heart on. So back in, so let's move that one out of the way. But I just love the way that Dee makes her embellishments. They're just gorgeous. Just love the colours she chooses. They're just so bright and cheerful. But that's Dee for you. I just love watching her. She's just so light-hearted and fun. A lovely, lovely lady. In fact, I've missed her. She hasn't been doing any videos for a few weeks. I know she's been away on holiday, but Dee, come back. Right. So add a nice frame around that. That's enough there. And then back out with the glossy accents. And then I'm just going to put a big dollop of glue. I'm not going to put the glue all over because I quite like it where it's you know, lifts up at the edges, adds a bit of dimension. And then I want that about there. There we go. And I just love that. Isn't that cute? Isn't that lovely? Oh, I'm really pleased that I've done this. Right, so let's work on this one now. And I just want to glue down my hand. And again, I'm out with the glossy accents. I am going to glue this one down flat though. In fact, I haven't put the lid back on. Come on, Nina, get your act together. Oh. And then I'm just going to have to set that aside now and just leave that to dry. And again, I don't know whether you can see, I've inked around the edges of the hand as well, just so that it stands out off that washy tape. And then what I'm going to do with this one, I've just grabbed my pink Posca paint pen and I'm just going to add some doodles. Well, it's a dry day here today. This is the first dry day we've had in a week. The rain started last Saturday and basically hasn't stopped, but it's too wet for me to go out and mow the lawn. And today I've pretty much got the house to myself. Oh, Sam's here, but the rugby's on, so he's busy watching that. Steve's at golf, and Alex is at the library revising. So I thought, right, I'm coming into my craft room. And then what I'm going to do then is just check that's working. I'm just going to add a few. Oh, why won't that work? Come on, you. Oh. In fact, I'm going to add my, for some reason, it doesn't want to work. Where's my white Posca paint pen? Whoops, that's still not quite dry and that's sliding around. Don't touch it, Nina, get your fingers out of the way, that's better. There we go, and that's that one finished. I just love that, isn't that sweet? So we've now got that one there and that one there. Let's do something with this one. So again, I'm going to grab the glossy accents and I'm just going to glue my button to the centre of the flower. Like that. And then I just want to glue that one down there also. About there, I think. And again, I'm going to leave it, I'm not going to, I'm just gluing the centre basically, I'm not doing the edges. And then again, I'm going to add just a bit of doodling. And I'm going to leave that like that. There's another one, that's really cute as well. And then you can see that I've inked around the edges of this flower as well, just because otherwise it would have just blended into the background, which I didn't want it to do. And I'm going to do exactly the same again with this, so just add some glue in the centre, plenty of it to make sure it sticks properly. And then have I got, yeah, all the bits. There we go. Make sure I've got that centralised in the place that I want it. Ooh. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I've lost a petal. Don't know where that came from, but never mind. There we are. And then again, I want to add some doodling to this. Where do I want it? Where do I want it? In fact, we'll do the same again. And then again on this one, I think I want to add just a row of pink ones across the top here. So there we are, there's 4 finished. I've added some of the 3D pearls here. In, oh gosh, bright pink along the bottom here, just because it just looked top heavy, so so that's contrasted that, and I just love those. So those are the first 4. I'm going to call this part 1 because it's nearly 20 minutes already and I'll never upload it with the issues that I've got with my broadband at the moment. So this is part 1. I should be back to do the other 5 in part 2.